Okay, we're back. Next up is Snow Patrol, which is named after the Olaf Grit tag from Advance Wars DS. The CO for this one is going to be Drake, just because I want the random rain to potentially slow down Olaf, even though I'm not really sure if, Drake actually brings random rain. I don't really see it very often, or at all, so I'm not even sure if that's a thing in Advance Wars 1. But, anyways, you can guess how we're going to deal with Grit. A very silly HQ capture coming. Now, we just have to drop an infantry on that mountain tile north of the HQ. And it's very easy to slip in there. Well, we gotta be careful of Grit's units. So we're gonna build a recon to give us, a little bit of firepower so we can weaken him to make this capture easier. And the AI, for some reason, likes to block the HQ with an APC. I'm not really sure why, but they only really do it in the early stages of the game. Like, as soon as that APC has another use for something, it will eventually move off the HQ and start doing something else. So, we're just going to bring in some infantry for the capture, some APCs to distract the enemy units, because they always go for it for some reason. And now he's got an artillery, which is going to make things tricky because it's a Grit artillery, so the range is bigger than normal. Very easy to forget that when you are trying to find a solid strategy for this. Let's go like this. You're not in range, are you? No. In fact, we will take the recon. This recon is completely safe because it's, of course, going to go, the tank is going to go for the APC instead. Probably could have left the APC on defensible terrain. Since Grit's direct units are weaker, like, this probably won't do all that much damage. Yeah, 5 damage. And let's see here. Go like this. I want 2 infantry here because in case the first infantry gets attacked, we can join into the with the second infantry. That'll make this a little bit more consistent. So, let's see here. This tank should go for that APC, and I think one of my recons is going to get smacked around a little bit, but now we have the money for a tank, and we have a tank coming up this side. I did not expect that. I was actually expecting it to go all the way around the south. But, yeah, now he's got a medium tank. I suppose I've let Olaf run around freely for too long, and I did not expect to lose 2 units here. The APC gets off, and he didn't build anything. He didn't build anything at all. Why didn't he build anything? What's his money like? He's got 11,000, and he built absolutely nothing. Grit, what are you doing? You lost. There's no way you can do anything now. Alright, let's make sure that's actually true. The tank could still come back and hit the infantry, but if we block from here, now there's no way for that to happen, unless he gets exceedingly lucky with the shots here and destroys it with a combination of, well, even if he destroys the infantry, there's nothing he can do. So, Grit's been defeated, which means we're going to make a ton of money. Now it's up to Olaf. Yeah, there was nothing he could do there. And he just built a medium tank. That's what he was saving up for. But it doesn't matter. Alright, so with him out of the way, we now turn our attention to the man in blue. We've got tanks coming up here. We have to cross these choke points somehow. We've got to stay out of range of that artillery, and we've also got to deal with a medium tank. We've got money, but we won't be able to capitalize on it until next turn. So let's defend up here. We can start building to make up for the lost units. I'm probably going to rush down the top part of the map. I think it might take longer if we try to go around the bottom. But we do have to spend more money to get past this medium tank, and it's still not even that much money, actually. I think we should just push past the medium tank. That's probably the safest option. We should be able to get away with a rocket here. And this tank is still here. I don't like that very much. Alright. Oh, now he's got a rocket of his own right here. Pretty sure the medium tank will run away, and then we can just head straight for the rocket. So I think we're okay. Oh, actually. Oh, we have this recon here. That was very convenient. We can just damage the rocket like that. I guess we'll have the APC come around the side. It's not going to make that much a difference. Yeah, medium tank, why not? The only thing left to worry about is the power rating, and now we have an Olaf COP. There's a lot of roads on this map, so this doesn't really matter all that much. Like, it's not a huge problem. So we can go here, and... ooh. We can only damage the medium tank. We can't really destroy it yet. I think we're safe here, though. It'll get destroyed next turn. So while all of this is happening... guard the cities, I don't know why. While all of that's going on, it's time to start building units over on this side of the board. So that we can secure that power ranking. Oh, we could lose another unit. No, he just sat there and waited. But he's got another medium tank. Alright, now we get to use Tsunami for the first time. Wave goodbye to your troops. I still think that's the best pun ever. Right, you're gone, and you're gone. Let's just destroy as many units as we can on this turn. 3 might not be enough, but you never know. I think 3 will be enough. It's like 10% of all units built over the course of the game is what you need. Or is it 20%? No, it can't be 20% because that would be kind of ridiculous. Alright, so they'll get distracted by the APC again. I don't think... yeah, it's Olaf instead of Grid, so this time around we might need a little bit of luck. But we did use a CO power. Oh no, no luck. But the mech didn't do anything anyways. He's got an artillery there, though. Always making it difficult. Let's get rid of this, we gotta get rid of this mech. Because otherwise the medium tank cannot attack the rocket. What else do we do? That's it for this turn. What turn is it? It's turn 13. I should have had the HQ captured by now, but it's definitely not going to be possible with that artillery and a bunch of other stuff guarding the HQ like that. In fact, we could probably route this either way. Oh, he's got another Blizzard already? I know Blizzard is one of the least expensive powers in Advance Wars 1. Oh yeah, we're definitely routing this now. And this Blizzard makes it even harder. But I think we'll manage. We're gonna lose a couple units though, so I'm not expecting a perfect 999. Just keep those medium tanks coming. Alright, so he left his medium tank in range of the rocket. That's actually a good thing. It's a very good thing. Is the medium tank gone? I want to get to the artillery. And I think we're good to go on the next turn. I've never routed this map. Well, I did HQ capture Grid, but I'm technically routing this because I'm destroying all of the enemy units for the other player on this map. And look at all that money. I don't think I've mentioned it before, but the reason he keeps spamming infantry and mechs is because that's just how the AI rules. If they don't have any infantry, they assume, oh, I need infantry, build infantry, prioritize building infantry, even though there are other units you could have built. So yeah, technique, I lost there, but 979 is still an S rank. Now then. Before I move on to the next map, I'm actually going to stop recording at this moment and check to make sure the recording came out okay, because I'm trying a different setting. See if that helped out. Alright, I checked the recording and it looks like everything's good. If there are any issues with it, you'll probably tell me in the comments. So, Green Thumb. That's not named after a tag power, I don't think. I haven't used Eagle and Drake in Advance Wars DS in forever. But this map is really dumb, so we're going to use Sonya, the weakest CO in the game. This is by far the dumbest map I've ever created. Look how boring it is. It's just a circle of forests with a bunch of plains. That's terrible. Never do that. I mean, geez, the final map of Advance Wars DS should have taught me that just a blank plain is a really bad map idea, but I mean, it's just nuts how I got away with making this. I think I wanted it to be the green earth symbol, which is just a dot, but geez, watch this. These infantry are going to do nothing about the fact that I'm currently capturing them. It just takes one infantry to ruin whoever's controlling Green Earth in this Blue Moon, rather. It's Drake. So yeah, Drake, nice job, buddy. You're supposed to be smarter than Eagle, but I guess that's not happening. We weren't going to destroy any of his units for power. This map goes by so quickly that you basically beat it in 6 turns with any CO, or maybe other COs besides Kanbei need 7 turns. Now, this tank is going to attack that infantry for sure. We just need to destroy 1 unit for power, I think, because between Drake and Eagle... I'm not sure if it counts, like... I'm not sure how it handles power in multi-CO battles, but I guess I'll figure it out at some point. This might take a couple of turns if Eagle attacks that infantry over and over again, but it just needs to live on 1 health for it to continue capturing. And more infantry, because why not? Oh, it went for the... recon. It went for the recon. Eagle. Eagle, what are you doing? Why did you go for the recon? I'm struggling to figure this out. Well, I hope that's enough for power. I hope 1 unit was enough. I think you need 2 units. Oh, yeah, that's for sure. Oh, okay, 952 S rank. Sonia's bad luck actually wrecked me, because I was expecting to get 999 by destroying that infantry, but Sonia's bad luck came out. So that ruined my perfect score, but you can see that I have 999 with Sonia and Kanbei, and I forget how many turns that took, but it definitely wasn't 6. So yeah, very dumb map. I'm not sure why I did that. Next up is Rich and Poor. This is also not the Kanbei Sonia tag. The actual name of the tag, because I've actually been using it in hard campaign, is something like Battle Strategy or something. Who am I using? I'm using Drake. So, this map had a specific idea in mind. It was that Kanbei is over here with very low funds, and Sonia is over here with very high funds. So if you take out Sonia first, Kanbei has this base here, and he's going to capture the rest of these cities and have money. It's not a very good map idea for Advanced Wars 1. In fact, it's probably not very good for any Advanced Wars, but I guess we'll see how it turns out. I mean, you could very easily just take out Kanbei first, if you wanted to avoid that gimmick entirely. I think we're gonna HQ capture Sonia, though. I guess I'll get the prerequisite APC and infantry. I could have bought that on the first turn, actually. I hope that doesn't cause any issues. But, I will reset if I have to. It's only the first couple of turns anyways. Let's drop it here, and I wish I had the money for... a tank at this point. So let's see what she does. Oh, she's done. She's just done. You blew it, Sonia. I believed in you. Well, I didn't really believe in you because you're unlucky. But now the AI never attacks infantry with other infantry, so there's absolutely nothing she can do now. That is very unfortunate. Alright, time to gear up for assaulting Kanbei. He can still capture those cities like I intended him to, but the issue now is... do I destroy something for power? I'll just destroy Kanbei's units for power, even though that's harder because of the higher defense. Isn't Advanced Wars AI beautiful? Especially in Advanced Wars 1. She has a medium tank and an anti-air now. It still doesn't matter. You needed those a turn earlier, sweetheart. Wow, I can't believe I'm doing this over and over again. Like, I'm not even, like, planning any of this. Normally, like, on that previous map, I had everything pre-planned because I knew how to deal with the map. But it was very easy to memorize that strategy. But with this, I'm not really, like, doing anything special. This is just me going with the flow, which is how I think you should play this game, honestly, because if you just follow turn-by-turn strategies all day, it takes the fun out of everything, but... I'm just getting all of these weird results. And he's not even going to try and capture those buildings up there, because he built a tank out of it. And he's not building out of his HQ bases at all, is he? Same issue. Same issue as always. Right. The tank, though, the tank could come around and try to hit me. So, first I will get rid of this infantry so it's out of the way. And send the recons to hopefully guard my infantry and APC. Because he can't hit it from here, right? No. block his HQ as well. Maybe he'll be distracted by the capturing infantry, because sometimes the AI prefers attacking something if it's capturing. This is pretty consistent across the series. I go with this, I guess. Just build a bunch of tanks. Drake likes tanks. Actually, he likes ships, but we never use Drake in a map with ships, I just realized. We never use Drake in a map with ships because I don't like duplicating the enemy CO, and the enemy CO in all maps with ships is Drake. Alright, we should have power in the bag. We've lost 1 unit so far, so I think we're more than good on tech, at any rate. That infantry is probably going to join. Yeah, we should have more than enough for technique. And I think 2 or 3 units will do it for power. Oh, but he did absolutely nothing with the tank, so... Oh, boy. The AI is like a roulette wheel of intelligence. I don't think we can... Well, actually, what if we went for the APC instead? We have a shot. 1 HP? You're kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, let's see what the result is. I hope it's good enough. Come on. Oh, is this a perfect? Yeah, it is. Okay, I was worried over nothing. Wow, that map went by really quickly. I guess that was just... 8 days. 8 days. That has got to be a new record. And unfortunately, due to the way this game works, it's going to put it in 2nd place, even though it's a new record. Because this game, the first CO, the first record, rather, to get 999, that's going to permanently be the top score. There's nothing you can do to bop this record off, which is very unfortunate. It's just how the game is programmed. I think they fixed it in Advance Wars 2, but I'm not sure. Alright, now we're getting into the 4-player maps, so this could take a bit longer to do, because there are so many turns that you have to go through. First up is Red Starman. This is both a nod to Super Mario Bros. With the Starman shape of the map here. It's basically a sprite map, but with a bunch of roads, forests, and stuff to not make it just a blank plain. And it's also a nod to the fact that we are up against all of the Orange Star COs, and Orange Star in Japan is called Red Star, which they changed. So we're going to use Eagle for this, again, just because of the CO power. It is so good. Excuse me. So, we have Sammy on the right here with the green units, Andy up in the north with the yellow units, and Max is the blue units. So we want to shut down Max pretty quickly, because if he is allowed to build himself up, then it's going to be very, very difficult to deal with him. And I know from failed attempts that you have to not make any mistakes with the strategy if you want this to work. Let's build a recon here instead of in here, because a recon from this base can get closer than a recon from this base, and I don't mind missing out on the city for now. So, we are going to take advantage of that old Advanced Wars problem with the AI, wherein if they do not have enough infantry, they will build exclusively infantry. So we can take out this first infantry. And we actually have money for a tank. That's good. So with tanks, recons, and the infantry, that's a bad spot for the infantry to end up in, actually. I suppose we can just destroy this first infantry. He will also, I think the same thing also applies with APCs. But I will ensure that he sticks to infantry. This infantry that we've got is going to basically capture that HQ. because it's going to rush right through and take him out. But we've also got to pay attention because Sammy and Andy are still on the right side of the map, and they can potentially take your HQ if you let them. Sammy's got a tank for some reason. I've always wondered if the AI just, like, ignores whatever CO they're playing when they decide what units to build. I think if we go like this... Alright, so that's part 1 dealt with, because the mech... I don't think the mech ever attacks. And we want this recon here. We can do this too. Is that in range? No, it's not in range. Andy always gets a tank here, and he always tries to use it to defend Max, which is pretty amusing. So down here, we're going to... I think we're basically good on this side of the map, so now I want the anti-air. And we have to be careful, because now Andy is able to start working on our HQ. So depending on how this goes... Oh, the mech attacked, which is unusual. I've never really seen that before. So now we have to defend that HQ. Now the question is... Can Eagle get away with this? Because I think if we just leave that recon there, even if the mech attacks it, the infantry won't attack. So I think it's perfectly fine to go like this. Because we have to defend our HQ here now. So, yeah. We can start defending over here. Probably using an infantry meat wall and a bunch of artillery. So as long as Max doesn't try to attack that infantry, we're fine, and it looks like that's going to be the case. The mech didn't even attack, so we're at an advantage as far as our technique score goes. So that was very good. Nice job, Max. You, the embodiment of dumb muscle. More so even than Flak. At least Flak... I don't know, I think Flak is not that good a CO just because of his bad luck. But that is due to his recklessness, so who knows. So next we need to go and capture Andy's HQ, so here comes an APC. We've got to stop this infantry, jeez. It's almost got the HQ. I think leaving it like that is probably okay. Now's the time to start attacking Andy's infantry, so that he is forced to build more infantry. I'll use a mech here because I want to get that tank off of my artillery. Alright, so what's Andy going to do here? I expected that move. Oh, uh-oh. I wasn't really expecting a rocket. Excuse-moi. Alright, so we'll use indirects to get up there. That's what we'll do. At the very least, we are pushing them back. We gotta push back Sammy as well. He's gonna attack the APC, which is actually not that good. I would have preferred getting the counterattack damage from the tank. But he'll be in artillery range either way. And this is going to cause even more problems, because I can't one-shot this tank because of the... let's just move the APC out of the way. I need to give it some health back. can't make it. I just need a little bit of damage, I think. I want to hit the infantry with artillery. That's the issue I'm looking at right now. Oh, and oh, this is not going to be good. I've left the APC in range of the rocket. That was very, very dumb. We're going to need another one, and this is going to very much hurt the tech ranking. But on the bright side, oh, I've even lost the artillery, so this is not turning out as I had planned. No. This is not turning out how I planned it at all. Unless Andy does something really, really dumb, which I don't... I lost another one. Alright, we don't need perfect technique. Sammy's got a missile for some reason. Okay, good. That was good. I lucked out. He decided not to shoot. So we're still safe. We're still in this. Everything is fine thus far. Now the goal is to just make sure that we can get up to that HQ. I instead get to worry about Sammy and her mechs. I think we should have Sammy, at the very least, able to take her HQ by the time we're done with Andy. Why don't I just drop there? I can load another infantry up if need be. Let's get some health back with those guys. Alright, so this is turning out better than expected, at least. Because what are you gonna do with a missile? There's no air units, Sammy. Like, nice job. Alright, so we got a hyper repair here. Oh, we lost another one. That's not good. But our CO power is ready. So let's see if we can use this to the full extent that we can. I'll just move up to here. I'm gonna leave that rocket alone. That rocket is not a threat. We'll go like this so that we can hit the enemy. Load you up and get you to safety. Don't want to attack that. That's not a good plan. How did Andy end up with this city? That's weird. I think the next thing I'm going to do is take out as many mechs as possible. See, this map is actually, like, one of the better ones in my ROM hack because it's actually designed really well, in my opinion. Like, just the right amount of challenge. Eagle is not the optimal CO for this, so, me being able to do this with Eagle actually marks this as a better designed map, in my opinion. Alright. Pull through here. We gotta get rid of as many mechs as possible. That defense penalty is going to hurt me, though. Can I destroy this? No, I left it at 1 health. That's not fantastic. Everything's left at low health. Well, at least this will lead to a better power score. How many units have I lost? I've lost 3 units. 3 is more than I should have lost. Sammy's got double time, so this is turning out even worse. Double time is very good on this map. That's 4-5 units lost. Not really good at all. Andy can't really do anything here. I think he's basically done. To stay out of that next range, or at least get onto some defensible terrain. We can't lose anything else. I am probably setting myself up for failure if I decide not to lose any more units, but... oh boy. Let's hope the APC distracts her. No, I can't distract her because then I'll have lost another unit. This is getting worse and worse. Can the recon get up there? No. I was planning on destroying the anti-air. Alright then. It's, oh, I didn't lose anything. Fabulous. Alright, Andy's out of the picture, which means it's all up to Sammy. And she left a mech in range of my artillery. So that's that. Let's get this APC out of the way. Recon up here. That's looking good so far. I think we're on our way towards... oh, this infantry didn't even take any damage. That's even better. And we actually have these bases. So I'm a little concerned about technique and possibly speed as well. Because we have 5 units lost and 16, 20... 25, 27, 28. 5 units lost and 28 built is not very good. I think power will be okay. Speed is a bit of a concern. Oh, it lived on 1 health. I would have preferred if that hadn't happened. Let's start working on getting technique fixed. Because we do have quite a lot of bases, so spamming infantry to fix technique will actually be helpful. This double time might be concerning, but I don't think it's going to be that bad. Oh, she tried to suicide so she could move another unit. That isn't happening. I just hope I'm not taking too many turns. 15 does not look like a bad turn count. So that's Red Starman. I hope this score is good enough. Oh, I don't think I can... oh. Please tell me this is enough. No, I have to take one more turn. Let's look at our units built. We have... Oh, I have to do the math in my head. 32, 37, 39, 41, 42. So I think if we build nothing but infantry here... Yeah, it's just because of all of the... I should have actually been moving that artillery. That would have saved me a turn or two. So, technique is fine. I think power is fine. If speed is not 100%, I don't think I will mind that much. Okay, we're good. I hope we're good. Oh, it looks like a perfect. Maybe I was very lenient with the... Yeah, I was very lenient when setting the timer. Should probably lower it if I decide to update this ever again. Alright, so that's 4 more maps clear, and for the final video of this 5-part series, we will look at the final 4 maps, and they're interesting ones. I promise the HQ captures won't be nearly as stupid. Hopefully. Can't promise anything.